So it seems like Kevin Hunter realized that he'd made a mistake and is ready to do better this time. But don't set your hopes high. He is not planning to apologize to Wendy Williams for all the pain and suffering he had caused. No, sir, this man is ready to sink even lower because he gathered his legal team again and claimed that they had found a new argument that would help Hunter win the new case against Wendy and force her financial guardian to resume his alimony. Kevin is so confident in his success in court next time that it makes us think, what can he possibly have on Wendy? Hi everyone, and welcome back to Celeb Live channel. We keep our eyes on the most discussed events in show business and always bring you the hottest updates. When we all thought that the battle for Wendy Williams' millions was over and Kevin Hunter could start selling pancakes with his mistress Sharina, his legal team found some compelling arguments to file another case against Wendy and even win it. And judging by Kevin's bold statements, Wendy should prepare her attorneys to fight back because this time she may not win. Well, if we were you, we would definitely stay the course of this video until the end. Well, we all believed that Kevin Hunter's attempts to extort money from Wendy were nothing but pathetic, but this time, the man put his mind to find a better argument for the judge. As you remember, he already filed a case against Wendy a few months ago claiming that he was broke, but the judge didn't consider his arguments persuasive enough. He found that Kevin's request was not emergent and ordered his application to be dismissed without prejudice. Wendys fans openly laughed at Kevin and congratulated the former TV host on a quick victory. Well, Wendy certainly deserves some good news in her life, considering the number of struggles she is going through right now. Even after rehab and proper medical treatment, her problems didn't just vanish, and she keeps slowly recovering from the myriad of health issues. And the last thing she needed is a fierce fight with her ex over money. But apparently, Kevin Hunter hired cheap attorneys and they couldn't even properly present his case to the judge because he lost. One person commented, "These attorneys just taking his money knowing good and well he has no case." But as a man with no honor, Kevin didn't accept his defeat, because who could give up such a careless lifestyle where you basically do nothing throughout your days and chill at your ex-wife's expense? Definitely not this man. Sources report that Kevin learned from his mistakes in the previous lawsuit and came up with a better idea to extort money. His attorneys, who at this point probably accept payments in vegan pancakes, found something that makes his new lawsuit persuasive and compelling. Kevin has been married to Wendy for 22 years and certainly knows where to press to hurt her. Because judging by his recent speeches, he changed his strategy and went from begging to demanding. And it seems like he knows something that he can use against his ex-wife. In one of such statements, he claimed, as the husband for 20 plus years and the creator of the Wendy Williams show, I was entitled to my half of everything that we had, just like any other couple divorcing. And that's actually a lot to ask for a cheating ex-husband, because according to CelebrityNetWorth.com, Wendy Williams currently has $20 million in her bank account. So not only he caused Wendy pain by cheating on her for 15 years, he also believes that she should pay him $10 million for this. There should a special place in hell for people like him, that's for sure. So being haunted by the prospect of having 10 millions, Kevin hired the team of strong attorneys who advised him how he can put his hands into Wendy's pockets and grab this money. And the main tool in Kevin's new plan for money extortion will be his and Wendy's own child. Well, we know how much Wendy loves their only son, and as a mother, she will do anything for him. But can Hunter Sr. actually involve him in this mess? So, when all of a sudden, Kevin Hunter remembered that he has another child, 22-year-old Kevin Hunter Jr., his paternal instinct hinted that he can use his elder son for extorting more cash from Wendy. And since he can't ask the court for child support because Kevin Jr. is no longer a minor, he now states that he fights for this money not only for himself, but for his son as well. In his interview with the West Side Gazette, he said, I'm not going to let them get away with taking my money, or Kevin Jar's. At the end of the day, I earned that money, and I'm not letting them take it from either one of us. This bravado is probably directed at Kevin Jar, who keeps a low profile and hasn't yet picked any side in this story. But since the young man is also suffering from financial hardships, his father counts on his son's support in this battle for money. Well, we all know that Kevin Jr. adores his mother, but he is not living his best life at the moment and needs cash to pay his rent and cover education expenses. As you probably know, Kevin Jar was evicted from his luxury apartment in Florida because he couldn't pay the rent. The owner filed a case against Kevin Jr. and demanded his eviction. In response, Kevin wrote a tearful letter to the judge admitting that his name was only on papers and blaming his mother for failing to pay the rent. In his letter, Kevin Jr. wrote, I am a full-time student at a Florida International University. When I moved in, my mom, Wendy Hunter, rented the apartment for me, paying for a full year plus security up front, with her intent being to purchase it at the end of the lease. He also added that his mother, aka Wendy Williams, was always paying all his bills, including housing and education. But due to her current health condition, she was unable to make all necessary payments in time. In his letter, Kevin Jr. continued as the lease approached the end. My mom went through some health issues that put the court in control of her finances. All of this happened suddenly and all of the financial support that she always gave me stopped, including my housing. So, yeah, Kevin Jr. certainly has his motives to unite forces with his father and speed up the process. After all, he still completely depends on his mother's finances and, considering the price of his rent, we are more than sure that his monthly allowance was a quite significant sum as well. As a young man with many ambitions and desires, he may want to get access to her checks as soon as possible. But it's unclear whether he is going to help Kevin Hunter Sr. rob his own mother. And what do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Wendy's fans find Kevin's idea to use his son hilarious and don't even hide their contempt for this man. Well, it's actually shameless that Kevin Sr. sees no limits in his audacity and keeps demanding some compensation from his ex-wife, whom he had wronged in the past. Fans believe that Kevin is wasting his energy on the wrong things, and he should focus on looking for a more decent source of income than mooching off Wendy. One person commented, "Someone tell Kelvin a man that does not work does not eat." And another person wrote, "He wants her money, but he doesn't want her. What kind of nonsense is that? The relationship is over, and so the cash flow should be over also. All Wendy should be thinking about paying for is her son, if she chooses to." People have no sympathy for this man and are happy to see him suffering. Here's what they write. I love this for him. He is a sorry man, so he just planned to support his girlfriend and baby on Wendy's money for the rest of his life. He probably gonna sue his lawyers next. Well, we certainly expect that Kevin and his current attorneys won't find any solid reason to sue Wendy because this woman deserves peace and freedom from the scavenger she had been living with. Isn't that just pathetic that he tries to involve their only son in this? What do you think? Share your opinion in the comments below. We are eager to know what you're thinking about Kevin's new lawsuit. And as always, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We'll be back very soon with more updates on this drama.